I am on Starlink and in the mountains, so that's why I will just go dead. So, fair warning to everyone before I continue talking. So, I named this video Hold On because I just read a post not too long ago on Phil's page with saying there might be an event today or tomorrow. Now, normally I'm not into the premonitions of things, like when you go, oh wait, there's something coming, and then nothing really happens. I just find dates interesting. So the interesting date that will end up being uh, tomorrow, today and tomorrow. So if today's the 12th, it's actually the end of September in the Julian calendar, and October 14th, October 14th is the 1st of October. So there was a post about a vote in 120 days from October 14th, which is kind of interesting. A lot of stuff has happened at the beginning of October. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So I'm making this video. I just did a big, I did my totem spread, and then I did a message for today, and then I did another reading, and they all said the same thing. So I needed to share this with you because I think it's important. So right now, basically, it was kind of a follow-up from the cards I read the other day, where discernment is an all-time high, and the ability to scrutinize using mouse medicine, that's what the first card that came up was about, is scrutiny of and discernment. Like, discernment's the biggest word that will come into play, because there are people getting sucked into this Israel plot line like you will not believe. There's so many people promoting fear and sadness, and there's people getting caught for filming all of this. So if you're still getting affected by these storylines, you have not been paying attention to Q, period. And well, what's going on the planet? It's like, the best way I can explain it is it feels like there's this tremendous pressure in energy, and if you guys haven't been paying attention, you're not paying attention. There's been this tremendous push in energy and timeline shifting, and if you guys don't know what that means, it means, like, I've been trying to describe this for a really long time, and there's so many distractions out there right now that are pulling so many people in so many different directions. Here, let's go back to 2022. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over there. I'll call them the chicken littles, okay? The chicken littles of energy are, it's like a ping pong of vibrations out there, and there's a lot of people stuck in a timeline. And what is about to happen is, where everybody is, whether you're been in the vibration of getting understanding, and you get why my screen flashes green every time I say certain words. So whether you're in the same vibration as myself, and you have an understanding of the big picture, that's where I'll put the big picture of things, how the game is played. And so that includes Q, that includes keeping your vibrations super calm, That includes connecting with Creator. That includes all of it. It's what this pressure is doing right now to a lot of people is triggering them to do certain things or say certain things to get past that timeline where we're stuck. Okay, if that makes sense. So um, I'll just give you an example. uh, I got an email the other day, and I mentioned it on Crackbook and on my Telegram. I think it was on the 9th, and this is 9th or 10th, just literally the same day I posted. And this all has to do with the same thing, you guys. This is the same energy, just so you know. I'm not... Got an email. Hi, this is so-and-so from CBC. Would you like to do an interview about RD and blah, blah, blah. And when in the last 3.5 years have I believed mainstream media and said to you guys, hey, go watch mainstream. They're telling you the right thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I say. This person could literally watch my show and get her own opinion. Like, what am I going to say any different than I've said over this whole entire time? I will be concocting an email response, just so you know. I'm going to respond to the email, and I will post the email response in its entirety to what I believe should be discussed. And so I'll post that wherever when I'm done. And but what it's happening with people is it just seems like all of a sudden people are like, oh, wait, this is true all of a sudden. Or this person is whatever. Or the war is real. Or those 40 babies is... Okay? You guys are forgetting that these things are there to... If you know about the whole... I can't even say it because it'll go again. Human trafficking. There, I said it really weird. Around the world, the 8 million people. So if you're aware of that, and these timelines are all coming to... I don't really know how I'm trying to say this, I guess. So some people are on a level of, oh yeah, I'm really aware of the 8 million and we're talking about it in blah, 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 blah. And then some people are over here thinking that, whatever, politicians are going to win our case for us. And then there's people over here who are still believing that one person is responsible for releasing trillions of dollars to everybody, and they shut down other timelines. So there's a super duper lot of, like, I'll guess, mixed energy and distractions of trying to pull people back into a negative vibration. And the only way I can describe it is like an... It's like we've all read the book, okay? And we kind of know what's going to happen. And we've been telling people, hey, this is in the book and it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, people are saying other things contradictory. There's going to be that event that ends up happening that will bring everybody to the exact same page. And there'll still be people that'll know that that's an event that had to happen, like a big false flag. See, look, again, green. It distracts me when it does that, to be honest. I think that's why they do it. So if we have people that now, say, for example, thought one thing about Israel, like, oh my God, and then they learned that it's a bigger epidemic, and it's like that seed was planted with the 40 children, okay? Whether that's real or not, we know in reality there's things that happen worse on a worse level, okay? I'm not minimizing 40 children if it happened, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the collective consciousness of people right now are going through what many of us went through back in 2020 when we first learned about all of it. They're going, oh my God, how horrible. But yet in the media 2 years ago, there was 600 babies floating through Germany, the streets of Germany in a flood. Like, where was that all over the place? There were certain things like, so what these negative vibration messengers are doing are literally, these aren't for you. If you know where we are in a big picture, okay, big picture of connection, source. I've been remote viewing so crazy, and it's lots of things are out of context. That's all I can say. Lots of things are out of context right now. So if our collective consciousness is being fired these negative bullets to the sleepers out there, and they're finally going to learn, like, what if all of this happened a long time ago? What if all of this now we're seeing in the media, not for us, but for everybody else? I don't know. Like, why would we continue to get attached to those storylines and think the media is all of a sudden telling us the truth? You get where I'm going with all of this? So it's about us remaining as detached from all of the crisis and all of the anger and all of the shame and all of the finger point, everything detached. And one of the other things that came up in my big huge card reading is hold on, I'll just read your comments in a second, because I see one that needs, Sonia, you need responding to. So the best way I can explain it is we need to remain detached so that the rest of the people who are going through the, oh my God, it's all happening, we can comfort them. So Sonia's question about it, hold on one sec, I'm going to try and get the comments. Sometimes it's really hard to get the comments up here. Somebody wants to give me a thumbs up. Oh gosh. Hold on one second, see if I can get the comments. Okay, here's comments. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay, Sonia says, what I don't understand is that we were told we were watching a show, and then as soon as somebody shoots out some fear porn, everybody backtracks and says they believe what they believe makes no sense to me. Okay, so I'm going to answer a couple of these. So what I think, okay, I'll go back to 2020. Here's the easiest way. I'm going to bring up in Canada. Everybody was like, oh my God, there's concentration camps. There's Chinese-run concentration camps. There's Chinese military in Canada. Yada, yada, yada. People were freaking out at the beginning of this whole shenanigans in the last 3.5, almost 4 years, that we were going to be marched into these places. Okay? In my opinion, I've been saying from the beginning, what if they're for the bad guys, not for us? What if these Chinese military and all these places, they're just telling us, but they've already been shut down. So it's like the Mandela effect. If you don't know what that means, it's like people thought years ago Nelson Mandela died in prison, then all of a sudden he's out getting out of prison and walking around and living his best life and dies again. What happened? It's how they're manipulating the media. That's why I don't believe what they're putting in the media. What they're putting in the media, and I'm commenting about the Saskatchewan situation, okay? Because I'm sure that's why I'm getting asked to do an interview. I don't have anything to do with that timeline since March 6th of 2022. Firstly, let's make that clear. I left the day before the rest of the group left. Okay? I left on good terms. I didn't have any bad feelings. It was a witnessed event. There was a few people there. It was whatever. Okay? That was on March 6th, 2022. After that, I had to, I didn't have to, but I did, speak to the police, the RCP from British Columbia. They had to get permission to come to Alberta, where I live, to come and interview me jurisdictionally. You guys paying attention to jurisdictionally? Okay, so after that, what was the point of whatever? There was, okay. What's going on in Saskatchewan has nothing to do with you guys. There, I said it. Said it right out loud. It has nothing to do with you. Are you distracted? Of course you are. Are you some people upset? Of course you are. Are some people happy? Of course they are. Okay? Let's forget about the messenger. Okay? In every timeline, let's forget about the messenger of whatever's happened. Whether they were calling themselves a king, a queen, regardless. Okay? Why are some of these people in the newspaper again? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Who in Canada, right? I'm just being the, like, asking, I don't know. I don't want to say the devil's advocate. I hate that question that way. But I'm wondering, like, I'm just throwing it out there. So let's just redact somebody's opinion on the whole situation. Who cares? My opinion on it doesn't matter, neither does yours. End of story. Don't care. I don't care. So let's redact our opinions from the situation. Why is this person in the paper in the first place? Because they're in a building that somebody donated. So what? Okay, so what? Okay, why is the town angry? Because this person is part of the QAnon conspiracy theory. Okay, that was number 1 in CTV News. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm just telling you what's out there. Number 2, she was part of sending out massive amounts of cease and desist orders against the experimental thing with children. Did anybody read those? Were they energetically valid? We'll see. Okay, so that's what they're upset about. Is the fact that there is a shoot to kill for whatever they're glamorizing to get this story back into the paper. Now, who else in Canada has gotten traction with anti-jabbing of children or being part of a conspiracy theory? Like, I've read the articles. I've laughed. My picture's all over them. Like, hilarious. My kid just asked me, Mom, are you safe? I'm like, oh my God. he was joking. It's not for you. It's not for you. So maybe that is just part of the show. I'm still believing that that's all part of the movie. When I was in Ottawa, I felt like I was in a movie. There were people acting everywhere. Nobody's asked. One of the number one people that was around that whole thing owns an apartment building in Ottawa. How did that happen? Where did all that money go? But people are still bitching over donations. I don't understand any of that nonsense, you guys. I never have. I never will. I'll take you back to video number 4, which was probably like, I don't know, I'm going to go probably around June of 2020, where I'm like, since when you donated to the Red Cross, don't tell me some of you never did. I even have. Did you phone up the Red Cross and go, what are you doing with my money? No, you didn't, because if you did, you would have known what they were doing with your money in Haiti. I didn't. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, when you give money to a homeless person, do you follow them to see if they're going to buy meth or booze or whatever? No, you give it to them with the best intentions. Okay? It's nobody's business what you do with donations once you donate. And if you did donate and you're bitching about what that person did with the donation, shame on you. Your ego is still attached and you're feeling ripped off, and it was long before that happened. You should give money freely as a gift and be done with it. Don't complain. That's on you, dude. Completely on you. I literally had somebody email because they were pissed off they donated $20 for gas. I'm going to eye roll hard here. Okay? Like, it's in the back of my head right now. Money is so 3D, and that energy that people are still bitching about it, or the lack of, or they should have given me money instead. That is all lack and shame and guilt and fear. That has no place in the new paradigm at all. 0. End of story. So let's just drop all of that nonsense, because it doesn't matter. There's a reason there was purple flags on MSM. There was a reason that my face was on there. It seemed like a lifetime, and it was only 1.1 second long. Like, there's a reason for everything. And just because I don't understand that reason, or someone else doesn't understand that reason, then, yeah. So that's pretty much the way I look at things. So false flags have caused a few peeps. I'm just reading this. False flags have caused a few peeps backwards in their positivity. Exactly. And that's the whole point of it. That's exactly it. I think we're noticing, it says here, I don't know if it's always been this much chaos, or I've noticed more. The last few years, it's more rapidly and frequently changes, fear of distractions. Exactly. And is picking a side. Oh gosh, that's honestly where I'm so over it. Okay, I'm so over it. This is honestly one part that's going to be, I'm not going to make this video very long, but one part that's going to be in my email. We are not on an episode of Survivor, you guys. Like, that trip to Ottawa was not an episode of Survivor, although it felt like one. It was not an episode of whatever. It was there for purpose. And there was military stuff in there. And a lot of people were going to find out why all of this had to happen. Whether it was done by the good people or bad people, it's irrelevant. Because it triggers people to understand what's going on our planet. Okay? Why are so many people going to Ottawa? Why are so many people effed off? Why are so many people, like, literally every single thing that is every single person is doing is to wake somebody up somewhere. And that's what we're all working together for. So I've never gotten the division. I've never, if like what I've said from day one, if you don't, uh, if you're not picking up what I'm throwing down, why hang around? Why throw negative vibes? I just delete them anyways and I move along with my life, because your opinion of me, as I've said from a long time ago, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So, and I really don't care about it. That's how we need to be, is very detached from those emotions, and it will bring us to a happier spot. So that's pretty much what my cards said today, is about your self-respect, self-esteem, standing in your power, seeing that if you have fear, write down those fears and address those fears. One of the lines was, your ego is not your amigo. And impart yourself into creative projects where you can offer healing and love and support to people who are just coming around. That's our job here. It's not to get, honestly, I've never felt like my channel was about the information. It's more of like, everybody just, okay? And work through our triggers so that we could all work together to bring everybody to a better place. That's ultimately the goal of all of us, is to work through everything. So I wanted to show you on YouTube my new little sweetness. She's just having a nap beside us, and then I'm going to go. Oh, she's going to get all, you guys just, you won't even stand the cuteness. Look at how cute this little kitty cat is. This is Callie Q. Happy Callie Q. HCQ are her initials. She's like in nap mode right now. She was just playing hard for a super long time. She purrs. Last night she figured out how to crawl up to the top bunk, night number 3, so she's doing really good. But I just wanted to send my love and support to all my friends and family, and know my heart is with you, and I've been doing lots of healing and grounding and trying to keep my own vibes calm and very detached from any sort of expectations or outcomes of what these are. So you guys just hold on. This is how we do it. We find ways to calm ourselves. And yeah, look at, oh, she's just the cutest. She has a name. She's like a little monkey, and she reminds me of this puppet my sister used to have, a Moshishi. So that's her new nickname, Moshishi. She's like little, look, you can hear her purring. Can you see? Say hi, Callie. Hi, Callie Q. Oh, isn't that face just, oh, heavenly? She's like, oh, thanks. Thanks, Mom. Like, I was having a nap, and then you're just like, whatever. But yeah, she lives in either beside me or in my coat or whatever. Last night she slept by my head. She's just a beautiful, very smart cat. So, and plays really hard and sleeps really hard. So she's just adorbs. Adorbs. I couldn't be more thrilled. So I love you guys. Just hold the line. We're almost there. We're almost there. Detach, get grounding, drink lots of water, and do some meditation. Like, I've had to dip out of social media and like posting and things. I don't want to see all of that stuff. It doesn't, no. No, I've been trying to see what Creator has in store for me. And that's what I think all of us as Ravenettes are supposed to be. Ultimately, Raven is, we're all ravens. We're the patron saint of smoke signals, here to help bring healing to others. So that's what it was. The message was for today, actually. Raven was in the middle card. So I love you guys. Remain calm, and stop sending me those articles. Seriously, I don't care. I love you, but I don't care. Take care, you guys. Bye.